After almost 2 months of dine-in services limited to just groups of 2, from today up to 5 fully vaccinated people can eat out together. So, with the dinner crowd due in a bit, I'm going to check in with my colleague, multimedia journalist Cheow Sue-Ann, who's at the assembly ground at Orchard Cineleisure. Hello, Sue-Ann. So, is the assembly ground expecting to receive tables of more than 2 people tonight?
Thank you, Olivia. Yes, it's only day 1 of ease restrictions and already restaurants are seeing larger groups of customers. So I'm here at Orchard Cineleisure at the Assembly Ground, which is a casual restaurant under the Benjamin Barker Group. Now, we're a bit early for dinner, but the restaurant does expect to see more customers in just a couple of hours. Now, this restaurant usually seats about 40 people, but Group Marketing Director Ms. Michelle Yang told us that they've already been seeing larger groups of customers earlier today. Now, Michelle did also mention that while the restaurant has stopped taking reservations since the restrictions kicked in last year, they have been seeing quite a number of larger groups. And in fact, while we were here earlier today, we spotted a couple ourselves. Now, more on what we saw today in just a little bit, but for now, let's hear from Michelle.
This is the best news ever to have the restrictions lifted. We are so happy to see the crowds back into our F&B outlets. We started to see groups of 3, 4 and 5 coming in together, and I think people are excited to be able to dine with their colleagues aside from people from the same household. The tab per table will definitely increase because beyond just ordering like 2 mains, people will start to order appetizers and desserts to share. They would order drinks because they want to celebrate. So I think definitely this is a good news for F&B.
Well, it's great to see that the assembly ground is seeing an uptick in the number of patrons that have been coming in. But Sue-Ann, what about other places in Orchard? Are they anticipating more larger sized bookings tonight and for the rest of the week as well?
Yes, Olivia. So actually quite a number of restaurants have said that they are expecting more customers later tonight and later this week. In fact, quite a number have told us that they are expecting reservations, or in fact have already had reservations for larger group towards the end of the week. In fact, a couple of restaurants have also mentioned that some customers have called in to ask if existing reservations for groups of 2 can be expanded to include more friends and family. And of course, it's not just the restaurants that are excited. Consumers are also very excited to be able to dine out with more friends in the coming weeks. In fact, quite a number of people were spotted out and about today. Now, walking around Orchard, I spotted quite a number of larger groups, usually about 3 or 4, dining out in food courts and restaurants. Now, I spoke to a young consumer today and she said that actually these larger group sizes will also allow more customers to hang out in larger groups outside. For example, being able to shop in larger groups knowing that they'll be able to sit down and have a break later. And speaking of reservations, I myself have made quite a number coming in the upcoming weeks as well. And I think I'm not the only one. A lot of consumers are very excited to be able to spend more time with their friends and loved ones in the coming weeks.